Online guys, are you able to hear me? Okay. So today, we are going to discuss about project. So put the project name as web application deployment. What's the name of the project? Web application deployment. So what is the meaning of web application, sir? First of all, what is the meaning of web application? Already we discussed, right, on 3-tier architecture. What is the meaning of web application? Book my show. Everything is web application. See, for example, I have an application. I don't have application on my local, but still with the help of the web, if I'm able to use it, that is called as web application, or it is called as, write the heading. Web application means we can access the application from the web. Is that clear? What is the meaning of application? We can access the application from the web. Is that clear, sir? Okay. So now we are going to do the deployment. What we are going to do? What is the meaning of deployment? Put in server what? Application. See, the meaning of deployment means installing a web application on a web application server. Write this point. Deployment means installing web application on web application server. Is that clear, sir? Clear? I think you got it right. Okay. So now you know what is the meaning of deployment, as well as you know what is the meaning of web application. As a DevOps engineer, what we are going to do on real time is deploying the web applications, correct or not? Sir, initially there are developers. Okay. These are developers. Don't think it's a good, okay? It's a developer. Just for writing here, I'm telling this, okay? So developers are there. What they are going to do means they are going to write the source code. What they write, sir? Source code. Of course, this drawing might not be bad. Hope it's so. So they will write the source code and they will put the source code on where, sir? GitHub. Source code they will develop on local and they are going to send it to GitHub. From the GitHub, we are going to integrate our source code to where? Jenkins, right? In Jenkins. In Jenkins, what I can do? CI, CD. What is the meaning of CI, CD? Continuous integration. What is the meaning of continuous integration? Continuous. That means adding, right? Adding of what? Old code with the new code. So what we are doing is adding here. What we are doing? What we are adding? Old code with the, is it good to add old code with new code? Definitely it is good. What we are adding, sir, here? Old code with the, can we add old code with the new code? Sure. Sure or not? Definitely. So now here we are using Jenkins. So Jenkins is CI/CD tool. CI/CD means continuous integration, continuous delivery. Of course, I am going to tell delivery now. Deployment you are going to see later. Okay. So now once you do CI/CD with Jenkins, we are having one server. What we are having? Let's take this our client server. In client server, you are going to see your application running. What you are going to see? Application running. For example, it's my Swiggy server. Which server? Swiggy. So Swiggy is my server. In the Swiggy server, I am going to run my application with the help of the Jenkins. Okay. Sir, but sir, here it is telling Swiggy server, right? If I want to do deployment directly, can I do? I cannot do. I need to set up the Tomcat. What I need to do? Tomcat is a web application server. What is the meaning of Tomcat? Okay. So developer is going to give source code to the GitHub. From the GitHub, we are going to do source code to the Jenkins. From the Jenkins, we are going to deploy into Swiggy server. Where we are deploying? In Swiggy server, we are going to install Tomcat. What we are going to install? Tomcat. So write this architecture, all of you. This complete architecture write on your notes, because it is going to be very important. Is it clear now? I hope you got what I am saying. Clear? Okay. So next here, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the setup, project setup. So I have some documentation, web application deployment. Web deployment. Okay. This document I'm going to share with you. So in this document, I'm going to tell, first of all, I need to launch 2 servers. One is master, second one is both we need to have 8080 port enabled. So do this. Click on running instances. Okay. So this is my Minikube. I'm not going to use this one. Minikube it is. Minikube. Stop this one because I don't want to use this one. So click on stop. Click on launch instances. So here take 2 servers. How many servers? So take Amazon Linux and give instance type Peter Micro is nominal and key pair. So Raham New 2023. Select an existing security group. That's it. So you know already how to do Jenkins setup, right? But this time we are going to do it differently, not normally. Why? Because here there are some things that are going to happen while troubleshooting. Okay, what is the version that we need to have for Maven? 1 point, but for Jenkins, both versions are same or not. So here I need to get this on both on a same server. So setup is normal setup only, but in a different way. So just give the Jenkins server. It is my Jenkins server. Second one is what here? Swiggy server. Which server it is? First of all, just connect to Jenkins server. Click on connect and use Mobax term. Sudo -i. So whatever I am saying on the document, follow all of them. First of all, you need to set up Jenkins. So first of all, install Java 11 on initially. What you are going to install? Java 11 and EPEL is optional. If you want to install EPEL, if you install, or you need to install Jenkins and Java. So give the command Amazon Linux extras install. First of all, install EPEL. EPEL means extra package for enterprise Linux. Write this one. EPEL means extra package for what? Enterprise Linux. I'm not getting reply from you. What it is? Extra package from Still I'm not getting. Extra package for what? Enterprise Linux. So next install Java-OpenJDK 11. So now what I have installed? EPEL you have installed as well as you have installed. Now let's install Jenkins. Yum install Jenkins-y. So now is the step number 1 clear, sir? Oh, 1 second. To install Jenkins, first of all, I need to get repo, right? So directly I cannot install. So you need to go to jenkins.io, download, and initially we need to get the this both. Okay. So now is it setting up? Is it done now? Okay. So next. So we need to install the plugin. If I want to install plugin, do I need to connect to Jenkins or not, sir? Connect to Jenkins. Copy the public IP address and give the port number 800. But before that, we need to start systemctl start jenkins.status. So now check the status. Are you seeing this one? Port number. I mean, sorry, this one. So copy this one and hit enter now. So now your Jenkins setup is ready. So go to manage Jenkins. I want to download one plugin, right? Manage plugin. Go to available plugins. So here just type deploy. What you are typing? Deploy. Are you seeing this one? Click on install without restart. Now it's going to install, sir. Okay. Go back to the top page. So now these are the first three steps. Step number one is what? Launching instances. Step number two is setting up master. Step number three. Okay. Sir, now step number four is I want to set up Jenkins agent. If I want to set up Jenkins agent, I need to install agent or not. That means Tomcat server, what you are taking, you need to install Java there. What you need to install? See, process very clear. I want to make Swiggy server as my agent. I mean, like it is my worker node. To set up any worker node, what do we need to want initially? I need to install agent. What I need to install? What is the agent here? Java. Already we discussed, right? So just go to here and give it. Just go to here and give Amazon Linux extras. Install Java hyphen open JDK 11 hyphen y. Is it done now? Okay. So now after installing it, we need to set up an agent. You know the process how to set up agent, right? Tell me the process. Manage Jenkins. Manage nodes and clouds. New node. Here node name I am giving it as Swiggy. What I am giving? Swiggy. Click on permanent agent, create. So number of executors I am going to give it as 3. What I am giving? Remote root director I want to store output on TMP folder. Which folder? TMP. Okay. Labels also I am giving it as Swiggy. So which one? First one or second one? Launch method SH. So you need to give here host means we need to give slaves private IP address. How we can get it? Hostname hyphen I is the command. Credentials. We need to add our credentials, right? So we need to select SH username with private key. What is the default username? EC2 hyphen user. And here password means we need to pass our PEM file. Raham new 2023 is the PEM file I have. Search for it on your local. So private key, add, paste it. Is it done now? So now everything is added and verifying strategy I need to give as non-verifying strategy. Already we have seen this topic, right? So I'm covering it normally. So now if you go and see my slave service also ready. It is working very fine. So your next step. Sir, in step number 6, you need to install Git, Java, Maven in both master and slave. If I want to work on both servers, I need to give multi-execution mode. Guys, remember, multi-execution mode is very new for you, right? What is the purpose of using multi-execution mode is, I have 2 servers here. How many servers? In 2 servers, I want to work at a single time. I can use multi-execution mode. What I can use? When I want to execute 2 commands, write this multi-execution mode. When I want to execute 2 commands, multiple commands over multiple servers or multiple servers, we can use what? What we can use? Multi-execution mode. Is it clear? So give the command yum install. Git I want to install first. And later Java 1.8.0 hyphen open JDK hyphen y. And apart from this, we need to install Maven as well. So give Maven. Sir, if you see how many terminals I am having, Two servers, right? If you go and see, I have two servers. In two servers, am I able to execute commands simultaneously or not? That is the purpose of using multi-execution mode. Is it clear, sir? So now here, step number 4, installing Java done. Step number 5, setting up agent done. Step number 6, we have installed Java. What we have installed, sir? So up to now we have performed 6 steps. All this we have seen previously, nothing more new. Correct or not? So now here I want to check the Java version. Just to give the command Java -version. Which version is running now? 1.8.0. Initially I use 11 version. Why I use 11 version? To connect with Jenkins. But now I am using 1.8. Why I am using 1.8? Maven. Okay. So that means to set up Jenkins we need to have 11 version. To work with Maven, which version we need to have? For example, sir, I want to switch from 1.8.0 to 11 version. How can you switch? I'll tell one command that is called as, already I said, right? Manta said, no. On Maven, have I said this one? No, okay. For I think previous batch. Update -config. Sorry, update -alternatives -config Java. How many versions we have here? 11, 18. Currently I am on 18th version. But if you want to go for 11, what is the number for 11? Currently, what is your Java version? Again, I want to move to 1.8.0. Update -alternatives -config Java. So this time I want to come to 1.8.0. What is the number here? Is that clear? That's it. So now from here we need to start our thing. Actually, it is the repository where you have the project. In this repository, I have given all the project information. Let me show you something here. So if you go and see here, sir, are you seeing everything here? Jenkins, you are seeing target. You mean here you are seeing source here, target. Inside source, are you seeing pom.xml here? Main, Java, everything you are seeing or not, sir? Here, just to go ahead and see. Are you seeing index.jsp here? I have given these my Swiggy version 6.0. Which version it is? Let's make it as version 1.0. Like just small page, version 1.0. I'm committing the changes. Okay, 1 second. I think it's not my account. 1 second. Click on sign out. So are you seeing Jenkins Java project here? Go to source and go to main, web application, index.jsp. Sir, here I am telling it is my Swiggy version 1.0. Which one it is? So now developer completed source code or not, sir? When developer completed source code, what we need to do? Integrate it with Jenkins and make a build, correct or not? How to do it? Copy the thing here. Copy the source code here. And go to Jenkins. Just try to build it. Okay. So now if you see here, click on new item. Swiggy project or Swiggy pipeline, anything is fine. Swiggy job. Click on freestyle and click on OK. So now you know how to integrate Git with Jenkins, right? So I'll just tell you simple thing. Go to Git, select on Git here and repository URL. Okay. So credentials, it's public or private? Do we need to give? Which branch it is? Master. So I have given already master here. Is it clear up to now? After that, here coming to the build steps. Here you have something called as invoke top level Maven targets. Sir, if you remember, we have goals, right? What is the goal to compile the source code? MEN compile. What is the goal to test the source code? MEN test, MEN install, MEN package, MEN clean. All we have or not. So just give here one goal that is called as clean package. Which is the goal here? Clean package. So just to give clean package. So now here what exactly I am going to do is, in the GitHub I have source code. I am going to take it to Jenkins. From Jenkins I am going to build it. What I am going to do it? Build it. If I build the source code on Jenkins, I am going to get a var file. What I am going to get? This var file is going to deploy to Tomcat. So now click on this one, click on build now. So everything is going to set up automatically. If you see now build is progressing, right? If you go to inside of it, sir, is the build executing, sir? Are you getting the repos downloading or not? That's it. So now you got build success. What you got, sir? Build. Is it clear? Okay. So now I got build success. Here it is telling that building a var file. What I'm building? Where I'm building in varlib Jenkins workspace, Swiggy job. Inside target I have my var file. What I have? What is the meaning of var file? Combination of front end file as well as I have front end file as well as I have back end file. Can I able to deploy it or not? Sir, but how to deploy means here you need to set up the Tomcat. Where into set up? Tomcat. So in slave server, first of all you need to go to slave server, and in slave server you need to set up Tomcat. Already have the link. Are you seeing the link here? Remember this link is going to change frequently. Okay. When the link is changed, search for the new link. I'll tell you how to search for the new link. First of all, here if you go and type dlcdn-apache.org. So we are going to set up Tomcat, right? So just type this one and type Tomcat here. PQRS. Are you seeing Tomcat? Go for Tomcat version 9. What is the latest version? 7.4.7.5. Of course, after a few weeks, 7.4 will go. Okay. But if the link is changed, go with the new link. So I have already 7.4, right? So click on 7.4 and here click on bin. In the bin, are you seeing tar.gz? Double click on it, copy link. What you are copying? Link. Just to give the command, wget command. Why? Because I have one file on internet. To get it to my local, I need to give wget. Is it done now? Now I have tar file. You need to untar it. tar-zxvf Apache. It is untarred. So now go to the Apache folder. Are you inside the Apache Tomcat now? Here you need to change two files, sir. How many files you need to change? One is inside the configuration file. Second one is web app folder. Inside web app folder, you have something called as manager, meta-inf context.html. Give the command bam inside web apps, inside manager, inside meta-inf, you have something called as context.html. What you are having? Context.xml. So go for line number 21. Which line number it is? Are you seeing line number 21 and 22? 2dd. Delete those both lines. What I said you? Delete that. Both lines. Now if you go and see, have you done it, sir? Change the file now. So again, inside configuration, I have tomcat user.xml. Edit this file as well. Are you seeing tomcat user.xml? Come to bottom by using Shift G. So now here you are seeing 3 lines, right? Oh, 1 second. Here you are seeing 3 lines, right? Copy these 3 lines. Okay. If you copy these 3 lines, you need to paste it here. So username is Tomcat here. It is telling Guys, to connect with Tomcat, we need to use roles. What we need to use? Without roles, we cannot connect to the Tomcat, right? This point. To connect to Tomcat, we need to have the roles. We need to have the roles. Is it clear? Okay. So now just give manager GUI. Manager GUI is the role number 1. Manager GUI is what here? Second one is manager script. What are the 2 roles? First one is manager GUI, second one is. So username, to log into Tomcat server, I am giving username as Tomcat. What is the username I am giving? Password as well I am giving Tomcat, sir. Username is what? Password is also. And what are the 2 roles I am using? Manager role. I mean 2. Manager as well as manager script. Is that clear? That's it. Okay. Here the spelling is wrong. Huh? Tomcat. Tomcat. Script also I have given, right? Okay. This both are same. Sorry, I confused. Script. Save it. So now here your setup is done completely. What is done here? The setup is good. We need to restart some things. Otherwise it won't work. Okay. So here I am going to restart it. What I am going to do it? So go to bin. Inside bin you have some Tomcat scripts. What you are having? Everything is scripted. Okay. We cannot change anything. But it's better to restart. I think so. So just to give /startup. What I am giving? If I give /startup, is Tomcat started, sir? Then everything will work fine or not? Like previously. It will. So now connect to it. So it is my application server. Here I have the code and I'm going to connect it. Just to give the 8080. Remember Tomcat port number also 8080. What is the port number of Tomcat? Sir, I am able to connect to Tomcat or not, sir? Is it working fine or not? So when you restart, everything will work fine. But if you don't restart, something will never work. So is it better to restart or not here? Okay. So remember this point. We need to restart. If you don't, it won't work. So now go to manage apps. What is the username, sir? Tomcat. And what is the password? Click on sign in. Am I able to come here or not? Simple. Just with the help of small restart, everything is working fine. Is that clear? Okay. So now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the files. What I'm going to do? Already I have one var file. What I have? I want to copy the var file from one location to another location because I want to deploy it, right? So now if you go and see here, in step number 12, go to Jenkins, add build step. Here on add build step, we need to click what? Deploy var ER container. Write this full step, all of you. It's complete step. Write on your notes. Same as it is what you were saying there. Just write it. You done, sir? Okay. So now go back to Jenkins. Go to configure. So I am doing one thing. Basically, previously you built on Jenkins main server, right? But I want to build on worker node. That means I need to give out here Swiggy. Okay. Initially, I just shown you how to build, but really we need to build on Swiggy server. Now I am building it on Swiggy server, as well as I need to go to the build step. Okay. So post build action, deploy var or ER container. So var file, sir. Inside target 4 folder, you have var files, correct or not? Everything is going to store on target folder inside only. If you go and see normally, just here, if you make a build, you will get the target folders. I mean, sorry, var file inside the target folder. If you go and see here, just to give target, this is the path you need to give. Why? Because I am telling you want to deploy. What you want to deploy inside target folder, what are the var file you are having? Deploy the var file. Or you can give simply target slash. Is that clear? I am telling after your build is done, you will get one var file. Post build means what, sir? After the build, right? Post build means what? After the build on target folder, you will get one var file. Deploy that var file. Star means what? Everything. Star means what here? Everything for it. So context dot path means here into you Swiggy. My application name is what here? Swiggy. That's it. So containers, click on add container. Our container is Tomcat 9, right? Click on Tomcat 9. Sir, Tomcat URL means we need to specify this one. So give copy of it. Specify the Tomcat URL here. Is it a Tomcat URL or not? You are telling to deploy all the var files inside target folder, and your application name is Swiggy. But where you want me to deploy? You want to deploy on this Tomcat path. Okay, so to deploy in Tomcat path, we need to connect or not? That means we need to give credentials or not? So click on add credentials Jenkins. So username with password. What is your username for Tomcat? Password for Tomcat? Tomcat. Click on add. That's it. So that's it. So if we click on build now, everything is directly going to deploy. If you see now, sir, here previously you don't have Swiggy. Are you seeing Swiggy now? But after deployment, you will see something called as Swiggy. So go for the console logs. You will get something. Is build done, sir? After build done, it is deploying or not? Attempting to deploy one var file. What it is deploying inside target folder, I have one var file. I am deploying it to the Swiggy application. Here are you seeing Swiggy now? No. Click on refresh. Are you seeing Swiggy now? Is your application open, sir? Opening or not? Now try to access this application, all of you, with the same URL. I'm gonna give an application URL now. With this URL, try to access it on your browser. I mean, with your help of phones. Use your phones now. This HTTP is not required. Type the public IP address 8080/Swiggy. Then happy now. Okay. Sir, now if you see, all of you are able to access the application or not, sir? That's it. Sir, why it will happen means this is success. Why? Because we have restarted. What we have done? Restarted of what? Tomcat. If you don't restart, if sometimes it may not work. If it not work, we cannot succeed, right? So remember this point. Restart is important very well. If you don't restart Tomcat, your setup is not going to done. If your setup is not going to done, is your application going to deploy? No. Sir, for example, I'll tell you one thing. I am stopping at that particular point. I'm not restarting. I am stopping at that particular topic. I mean particular point. If I stop, what happens, sir? It's successful now. Just go here and click on refresh. It will not work. Let's try to access from other browser. Is it working now? No. Why it is not working? I have stop. If it stopped, I cannot able to work it. But if I restart, so restart is better or not, sir? So again, I am restarting it from the scratch. Just use startup. Is Tomcat started now? Again, try to log in here. Is it working now? Okay, so remember, don't forget to restart. If you forgot to restart, it is not going to work for you. But if you restart, is it going to work or not? So in interview also they will ask you, for example, if your application is not working, something is not happened good, what you need to do? Restart of what? Tomcat. On which folder it is? Bin folder. Which folder? Write the entire path. In bin folder, we have the scripts. That scripts we need to restart. Is it done, sir, now? Okay. So now our project is successfully done. Sir, after few days, developer will update code. So for example, if you go here, again, I will go to source folder. Inside source folder, I am going to go to now main. So web application. So inside index.jsp, now developer is updating some more code. So initially it is version 1.0. It is what here 1. Now I am going to 2.0. What I am going to do? But remember guys, this var file need to store actually. I'll tell where to store. Okay, remember, what are the var file you are seeing? This var file need to be stored, right? Var files need to store on Artifactory. Some things are very important, so we need to store it. Var files you are going to store it on? Var files we need to store it on where, guys? Artifactory. Artifactory is nothing but it is a storage where you can store your var files. What we can store? Var files. So, but I'm not storing here where because like I'll tell Artifactory separately, not now. Okay. So now developer changed my source code. Are you seeing version 1.0 to 2.0 is updated? Now again, as a DevOps engineer, in what our real-time work is, in real time, you are just going to click on build now. That is only your work. We have seen 50 minutes of project, right? But in real time, it is not going to happen. Why? Because when you go to company, all this will be already set up, right? Do we need to set up from scratch? What we need to do? Just we need to take the request from the developer. Once we take the request from the developer, we need to do what? Build it. On where? Jenkins. Sir, but before that, here you need to mention one thing. Developer is going to tell with the help of ticket. As a DevOps engineer, you are going to work on tickets only. Not only DevOps engineer, everyone in software. How you are going to get the ticket means in ticket is going to mention like this. Write down the syntax what I'm writing now. It is very important for you. Like how the tickets are going to create on real time. Just go to here. Sir, ticket. What is the meaning of ticket in real time? I think some of you know here, right? Ticket means what? Assigning the work. Ticket means what here? So in real time, either developer will send the deployment request or tester will send the deployment request. Any one of them. Okay, in ticket, what are the ticketing tool we have is, tools for ticketing we have is, SharePoint is one of the ticketing tool. Jira is one of the ticketing tool. Trello is one of the ticketing tool. As well as we have something called as, one second. I'm not getting the name, but it is very famous tool actually. SharePoint, Jira, Trello, and Workday is also, I think, you know about Workday? Workday is also one of the ticketing tool. Workday, as well as one more thing is there, very important. I'm not getting it now currently. ServiceNow, exactly, yeah. ServiceNow. I never worked on it, but I know like it's a ticketing tool. So these are the famous ticketing tools. In real time, you can, like, your company can choose any of the ticketing tool. Depends upon your requirement. Okay. So now when the ticket is going to create, first of all, they will mention our organization name. What they will mention? For example, I'm from TCS. Later, they will mention the client name. What is our client? Swiggy. Later, they need to mention the task. What task we are going to perform? Are we going to perform deployment? Or are we going to perform restart of server? Or are we going to perform the backups? Once again, take a picture of it at the end, okay? Don't write the notes. Take a picture at the end. You can write it on the lab. First of all, we need to tell the organization name. So after that, they will mention client. After this, they will mention the task. After mentioning the task, we need to do what here? See, here environment is required. Of course, we are having a lot of dev, test, prod, UAT. We have some number of environments. So after that, if it is deployment, they will mention the branch information. What they will mention? Branch information, for example, on master branch. They are going to mention the GitHub repo. It is not mandatory but optional. They will mention the GitHub repository. They will mention the priority. Priority is what priority? High priority, low, medium. But it's always high for me because it's deployment, right? It will be very always high for me at any cost. As a DevOps engineer, you need to consider deployment as high priority task. Why? Because our main work is deployment, right? So write this. High priority. What is high priority here? Deployment. See, deployment is a high priority. That's what I'm telling. No. Is it clear, sir? Think it's not possible, right? Is it possible? For you, I think so, not for me. Okay. So next, for all of you, it might be possible, but not for me. Why? Because like we have a lot of things. Okay, when you are beginner, it might be high priority for you. But like when you go for experience level up to 5 years or 6 years, it is not going to help you. You might have a lot of tasks apart from deployment. You will have infrastructure creation. You will have infra migration, like that. Okay. For the people who are going with fresher experience or 2 to 3 years, it is high priority for them. But for the people like who are having around like 6, 7, 8 like that, they will never consider this one. Why? Because they will have some other works like that. Next, priority also we have given, and here last thing, assign it to. So to whom this ticket is going to assign? They are going to mention name like this. So now it is the ticket that comes from the developer end. So as a DevOps in the team, you need to mention like this. Like, and after that, one more thing, comments is also important. If they want to send any message, they will send on the comments part. Which part? For example, if they want me to take backup, they'll mention here, take backup, like this. If they want to mention, is it clear? Next, sir, after taking ticket, first of all, here I have something called as taken by. Taken by whom it is? Raham. Started time, when you were starting this ticket. For example, 10:30. I'm telling it like 11:30. And after that, I'm going to mention like this, progress. Progress means, is it like ongoing, yet to start, or completed? Is that clear, sir? So once your work is done, I mean, like you need to end the status. Status, success or fail, like this. So at the end, you need to pass the comments. What you need to pass? Sorry, comments, not comments. So if you want to tell anything to the developer or tester, like you need to mention here. And before that, like End at what time it is ended. For example, time taken, you can write here time taken as well. Time taken, for example, to close this ticket I have taken 2 hours of time. How much hours of time? Is it clear now? So this is the form of ticket actually, you all need to know. So take this now, take a picture of it. And you can write this on your lab, okay? Is it done now? Okay. So now here exactly what I'm going to do is, see this one. Sir, when they are giving this many things, I cannot build it directly. I need to add parameters, correct or not? So click on configure. Now remember, in real time without parameters, we cannot make the build. Parameters we need to make, as well as we need to make the environment variables as well. So parameters, I'm adding some parameters. This project is parameterized, add parameter. So give choice parameter. First of all, I need to design. What is the task here? The task is not required. What is the environment we are having? So first of all, give the client name. In company, we have a lot of clients, right? Swiggy, Zomato, Uber. Let's take 3 clients is enough. After clients, we need to give what? Environments. We need to give here. What are the environments we have? Dev, test, UAT, prod. So later that you need to add. I need to add branch information. From which branch you are building? Are you building from master branch, main branch, dev branch, QA branch, or some other branches? Like we have some number of branches in real time. So these are the parameters we need to mention actually. Okay. As well as in the environment tab, here go to this one and click on add step, execute shell. Sir, we need to pass the environments as well. That is your build number, job name, okay, GitHub commit ID, GitHub repository name, everything we need to print here. How to print? Can we use Jenkins environment variables list? I'm not using here, but in real time we will use it. I'm just telling. Okay. If you want me to use, I am telling echo the job name is $job underscore name. Correct or not? Comma. The build number is, or build, that just give build build underscore number. Sir, I want to get the git commit ID. So give the command commit ID. So just to give $git underscore commit underscore ID. I think so git commit ID or git commit. Let me check it once because I'm not sure. Git commit only. Yes, ID is not required. So just to give git commit. Is it clear, sir? Now? So like this, we need to pass the parameters as well as we need to give the job URL. The job URL is $job underscore URL. So like this, we need to pass some variables. Click on save and click on build now. Sir, as per the developer request, what I need to do now is, see here, it is very important. We need to compare this both actually. Just to give it to here. So click on build with parameter. Sir, developer said me to, 1 second. So developer said me to build on where, sir? 1 second. Let me expand this one. Okay, 1 second. So make it side by side. So developer want to build me on which client? Swiggy. And he want to deployment on production environment. Click on product. And the branch information is master. That means what are the developer given? Have I fulfilled the request or not? Now I need to build now like this in real time. Okay. Guys, remember in real time, they are going to pass some inputs. You need to take the inputs and you need to make a build on it. Is that clear? like this. So now if you go and see, deployment is going to happen for you. Is the build successful now? Go and refresh. Previously it is Wiki 1.0. But if I refresh, what I'll get now? 2.0 is coming or not? That means developer update the code, I give the new version for you. Of course, here I have taken some basic index.html, but here real time you have complete front end files. Is that clear now? So this is the way how the real time is going to work for you. Is the point clear for all of you now? But main thing here you need to learn is troubleshooting. What you need to learn? Right, troubleshooting techniques. If something is failed, you can able to make them correct or not. Can't we? For example, if something is not proper, we need to handle that. If we need to handle that, what we need to do? Learning the skills. How? By using troubleshooting techniques. So troubleshooting technique number 1. If deployment is failed, first thing you need to take is check the console output. Step number 1, check the console output logs. Is that clear? If deployment is failed, first troubleshooting technique is we need to check the console output logs. Second thing is we need to check the configuration of job. Configuration of job. That means the job is configured properly or not. For example, in job, I have mentioned main, but my code is on master. Will it work for me now? He given the code on main, but it is configured as master. We need to check this or not. Third one is we need to check ticket information. The ticket information, what they have given and what you have entered. We need to check that as well. So if deployment is failed, what are the 3 factors? First of all, we need to check console output logs. Second one is configuration of job. Third one is ticket information. Fourth one is server configuration. Job configuration is different. Server configuration is different. For example, sir, Maven I have version 1.8.0. I read normally, but in server it is running 11, Java 11 version. Will it help for me now? Server configuration is wrong, correct or not? I'll show it lively for you. Let's take the live example. Here, give the command update hyphen alternatives command. Update hyphen alternatives hyphen config Java. What is the version now currently? But I am giving, oh sorry. You cannot give it, 1 second. But I am giving what here? 1. If I give 1, what is the Java version for me now? Java hyphen version. Java version is 11. Sir, now go and build here. Just go and click on build now here. Now build will get what? You need to observe one thing actually. Build got failed, right? Actually, normal thing is build got failed, but why it is not failing, sir? Just think logically. Actually, build need to fail, right? But build is not failed. Why it is not failed? Restart. No, not always. See, it is very simple. Actually, you are building on which server? Jenkins server. Okay. That means here you need to change. Why? Because Jenkins server only you are building, right? You are building from Jenkins server. That means configuration need to change on which server? The slave server mistake now? It's not slave server mistake. Then if it is not slave server mistake, then slave server is correct from its point of view or not? Because it is not his mistake, right? It's a mistake of Jenkins server. I mean, not only Jenkins server, some random, anything. So now just to give the update hyphen alternatives here, and currently you are on 1.8.0. Currently you are on which version of Java? 11. Sir, now here I am changing this one and I am giving it on build. So now check now what happened. Failed. Why it got failed, sir? Server configuration is wrong. What is wrong here? I mean, it is not wrongly configured, it is misconfigured actually. Because configuration depends upon our hand, right? Who is going to configure? We. It is not wrongly configured, it is some misconfigured. So now try to, now what I'm doing is I'm fixing it. What I'm doing? Fixing. If I give it to, sir, now it is to fix it or not, sir? So if I fix it this one, and if I keep building now, it is going to what? What happened? Success or not? Why it is getting success? Why it got success? Because I fixed it, right? Because there are some misconfiguration happened. It is not our mistake. It's like server taken it by default. But after misconfiguration is happened, I have reconfigured it. Once I reconfigured, everything is success or not? No? Everything happy. Our application is running lively. Okay. So that's it. These are the 4 type of troubleshooting techniques. And one more troubleshooting is, here also one of the configuration is mistaken. Sir, actually my source code is on which branch, sir? Master branch. But here I have given main. Click on save. Click on no. So now here server configuration, I have shown you one example. Job configuration is mistake. Again, error coming or not? If error we are getting, we need to check what? Console output. From the console output, we need to check what happened exactly. Are you seeing error here? Could not find any version of build. Please verify the repository and branch configuration. Definitely when you are going with experience, they will ask these questions. If, for example, if deployment is failed, what you are going to do? Troubleshooting. What troubleshooting you do? How many troubleshooting techniques I have shown you? 4. What are those? First one is console output. Second one is third one. Okay, fourth one. Is it clear, sir? So definitely now what you can do is you can directly put this project on your resume, but not now after practicing. Okay, why? Because I said it very clearly. So you might got some understanding, but this will come to you once you go for practice only. Is that clear? So now that's it about the project. So on project point of view, any doubts or any queries for you? First of all, how the project is easy or difficult? Easy. Why? Because half of the things are already you know. I just shown how to build with Maven and how to set up Tomcat. That is the only thing you learned today. Jenkins setup, you know, master and slave configuration, you know, integration of Git with Jenkins, you know. What is the new thing means setting up Tomcat and using the Maven here. Is it clear, sir? That's it, guys. So you can go to the lab and you can practice now. And if you anyone want to stay, like if anyone having doubts or queries, anything regarding, you can stay here. I'll speak with you. Okay? History. What history you want? Everything I have shown you, right? Okay. Let me give 1 second. HISTORY. Okay, you go. You go. I'll send you. These both things I'm going to send you now. Okay. I'm going to upload this document as well as I'm going to give the history comments as well. Go to the lab. Master. So What are the project you have done? I'm going to send on Google Classroom. Check there. Why we need two instances? One is master, one is slave, Nirupa. So I'm committing the changes here. I think I committed completely. No, okay. Check the. What is this one? What is this one? Google Classroom. Okay, now all in. Thanks for joining. We'll meet you all in tomorrow's class. Okay, if you are having any doubts or queries, okay, you can come to offline, Soundarya. You can. Thank you, everyone.